Hello, hi, it's me, your friend Adam. So I wanna talk about GM prep and how I feel like maybe I need to change the name of these streams a little bit. What's up, number? So I've been calling these GM prep streams because that's kind of where they started, but they're not really that so much anymore. They're really like behind the scenes footage. They're commentary, their discussion. Sometimes, like today, we're preparing stuff for the show, but I think there's a lot more to it than just GM prep. So I'm thinking of kind of new ways to talk about this stuff, because we're going to be talking about kind of what's come before and what's going on. But I have an episode of Court of Swords to prepare. This takes place between episodes 74 and 75. Today is episode 75, I think, right? So what that means is, here, let's switch wallpapers. Boop, Dungeons and Dragons. So what that means is that if you have not caught up, you might get spoiled if you're not current. If you're watching this before episode 75, only watch if you're interested in potentially seeing what's going to come forward. If you have a taste, for dramatic irony and you are interested in that. So yeah, welcome. We're going to talk about kind of my plans for the ending of the current arc, because God knows, heaven knows, all of them know that the shit is disintegrating. And yeah, if you have questions about lore or whatever, I'm happy to interact and to talk about that stuff. So my main goal is just to kind of get squared away, to finish this arc, and maybe start thinking about what could come next. And I think maybe I just need to figure out what's in the Devil's Vault. I know it exists. I know one thing that's there. Let's do some prep. Okay, so let me see here. Actually, let me give you my like proper window, because I want you to be able to see everything I'm working on. I think that's important. As much as I love the prism background, let's show you what I'm working on here. Okay, so this is my best bud, Google Docs. This is Google Docs. I'm going to be switching back and forth between a bunch of different things that I have here, but we're going to do fronts. So the Devil's Vault, I guess that's not entirely true. The Devil's Vault and the finale of the City of Brass, right? Because that's ultimately what's going to happen. I have removed any resistance. No one is there to fight for the city anymore. The players chose their side. The Aharisa are killed. The Immortals are hiding away. And so this is what's left. The players have made their decision. The City of Brass is doomed one way or another. So now it's just a race between the Farang and the Armada of Salted Earth, right? Which is the Tower's like coalition to destroy the city. There's a couple of other player-specific ones that I'd like to keep track of. I owe Ramos, because remember way back when, fucking before Anne's arc, like right back at the beginning of when we first switched to the City of Brass, I said to Dan, I said, what are you going to choose? And he chose, it's fine that he's disintegrating. So we're gonna talk about what that looks like, because yeah, it's all been fun and games not having a soul, but like your body is gonna start coming apart, Ramos, and not in a like zombie way, but like you don't belong in reality, and reality is going to start rejecting you. So this is when Ramos gets real sick, cosmologically, and we'll talk about what I want that to look like. But right now, my main jam here is the invading force and the Armada of Salted Earth. So the invasion force, which is to say the Gold Faction Farang, who have, by way of their scout and Kalimat, mistake in the realm of Utrix, penetrated the barrier that separates the world from the outside and gained egress Excuse me. So drawn like moths to a flame, they come to the city of brass to consume it for magical power. Okay, so that's who the invasion force is. This is bad. They're bad. They want to literally and figuratively munch up the city of brass, because the city of brass is a beacon of power and it has all the ley lines and all that stuff. So, inversely, or I guess conversely, an alliance of divine and earthly powers led by the servants of the tower, who aim to destroy the city before the invasion force can take control of it, consume its power, thus making them harder to defeat down the line. So yeah, so that's them. Their plan is to burn the city down. They have a plan. They want to wake up. They want to wake up Maru Pavati and do the thing. The situation with Tulpa is a member of the Silver faction, Farang, who was long imprisoned here in the world, freed by Berg, but without form. Pseudo possessor of our favorite half-orc. That's not how you spell possessor, Adam. Possessor of our favorite half-orc, passenger and manipulator of his behavior. So what is the deal with Tulpa? We gotta just sort of revisit what Tulpa wants here. And then lastly, Ramos is disintegrating. Ramos is a soulless abomination who is free of the wheel, but who is slowly being rejected by the world because he should not be. Okay. So here we go. This is our stuff. This is what we've got. This is like the main shit that I need to kind of handle right now. Now, when we do prep, this is for me. This is explicitly Adam as game master bringing to the table this stuff, and then we'll take a look at goals and we'll synthesize that stuff. Now there are some other outside of the game things, like outside of the immediate thing that I could look at, like Agni and Imix, right? Those powers. We'll talk about some other. Actually, you know what? Here, let me make a list, because usually that's what I'll do. So, loose threads. No, Google. No. Bad Google. Get out of here. So, what do we got for loose threads? We got Maud. We got Maud, right? Maud, loose in the city. I'm going to spoil the shit out of what happened to her in just a second. Alive? Dead? Who knows? I'm just going to call it Maud until we go back to her. We have Agni and Imix and Revenge on the Gnomes. We have, what other loose threads? Oh yeah, that's right. The conspiracy within the bureaucracy, right? Within the heavenly bureaucracy. This ties in with like Anne's guardian angel, the stairway at the Manor of the Falcon, right? So there's like some bad shit going on in heaven while this is going on too. And then yeah, like Inanna and the other Sahir. I think they just fucked off, to be totally honest. I think they're just like, fuck you. Right. And then like stuff with like the Black Serpent. So yeah, the Black Serpent, etc. Okay. So, I'll talk about these right now. So Maud is currently alive, and well, she's not well. She's just alive. So she's alive, and she is traveling with, what the hell was that guy's name? Pravat? We only ever heard about him once. He was the guy that Buddy got the knife from. Parvat half-elven. Yeah, the knife dude. Parvat was the river. God, these stupid Sanskrit names. Yeah. Okay, so her new friend. So he found her and has been traveling with her. Yeah, Parvat was the mountain. It was something like that. Like, I don't have my... I see. I'm going to get my notebook. Hang on. Hang out with Google here. I'll be right back. Okay. Provolone. There we go. Okay, so his name was... I wrote it down. I said it once. He never came back. Pravat. Pravat half-elven. Okay, so she's alive. She's with Pravat, who wants his fucking knife back. So that's, I mean, we'll see. There'll be a situation where they interact again. But basically, Pravat doesn't want to leave the city till he gets his magic knife back. And maybe he knows that Kali has it. I think it would be fun to have them intersect. We've never actually seen Pravat half-elven on screen. Ever. Maud is the reincarnation of Azure Vortex, a Genasi girl from the river provinces, where things are very bad, but she's doing okay. Okay, so Agni and Imix and Revenge on the Gnomes, they're just like in the background, basically, right? Like in the background. They're being fire gods, sleeping most of the time, doing primordial shit, making the earth hot. Like they're doing their stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. They're not really part of the jam. The conspiracy within the heavenly bureaucracy, as far as this goes, like, it's just happening in the background. Inanna and the other Sahir, they know. So they know a fight's lost when they see one, like magical rat saving magical ship. They're all gone elsewhere, or maybe if it's interesting, a few are helping the Farang because novelty is a thing, right? And then again, same thing. Primordial darkness growing in the wings, not actually relevant right now, but in the background. The orc cult is not a loose end, really. No, I don't think so. They're a thing that's, we'll talk about player beliefs or player goals, and that's, they only exist because of that. Like if Berg lost interest in them, I would let them go. Okay, so the invasion force, what is their current deal? So like, seize the lower city. This is like more or less done. I guess we'll start with like, build the golden ziggurat from which to stage their takeover, and then establish the anathema network to dampen magical defenses. Also, why is that an Ariel? Get out of here, Ariel. You're a shitty mermaid and an even shittier font. Okay. And then seize the lower district. Convert the lower district. Seize the rest of the city. And then convert the city. And that's their plan. So what have they already accomplished? Let's replace a few of these. They built the Golden Ziggurat. They've established the Anathema Network. And they've seized the Lower District. Ta-da! Okay, great. So they're halfway there. The Armada of Salted Earth, their plan was to destroy the Aharisa. Wipe out any Arcana who oppose them. Find the Devil's Vault. Break open the Immortals. Safe room, like safe house. Sacrifice the Immortals. I guess that while this is happening, they're also... Here, we'll do this other thing. And I think this might be done already. TBQH, but we'll talk about it in a second. The Aharisa is destroyed. Yeah, I'll check these off as we go. I'm just building these. Disrupt. Ariel again. Disrupt and repurpose the city's ley lines. There we go. Okay. I guess technically we don't use ley lines because ley lines is very it's very like I don't know. It's the wrong type of fantasy. It's feng shui. Yeah, Chi Network, exactly. I know, I need to change normal text into another font. I need to repurpose it for my whole account. I hate Arial. Anyway, so this was the other thing. Okay, sacrifice the Immortals to Maru Bhavati and awaken the Great Mount and destroy the city forever. Okay, including themselves and their temple and everything. Like, just blow the thing up. Honestly, this sacrifice will result in the destruction of the tower. They're gonna drop the Immortals into that hole, implode the tower. It's basically the blowhole of the great beast, which will awaken him, and he'll rise up, shucking off the city, crushing everything below his mighty paws. This guy is like Mount Everest size monster. They note that they have no plan for putting Maru Bhavati back to sleep. They just want to bust up the city. They'll figure that other shit out later. It's someone else's problem. It's not what the tower does. The star will fix it. Okay, so they've destroyed the Aharisa. I think at this point, the Arcana who oppose them are all toast. They've all given up or failed. I think they're done disrupting and repurposing the Feng Shui. So now it's like a grain of sand. Imagine Maru Bhavati as being asleep. And he's still sleeping, but what they've done is they've gone and they've like put a grain of sand in his cheek by fucking up the feng shui of the city. They've messed up his like he's slumbering unpeacefully. So we can expect earthquakes, we can expect little like moments of chaos as he slowly kind of like rumbles in his sleep, but he won't awaken. Great Maru Bhavati will not awaken until they are able to make a big enough sacrifice to like slap him in the face. Yeah, busting up the city will kill all the Farang and destroy the city. And even if it doesn't kill all the Farang, they will be deprived of the blood that... So, okay, basically think of the city as like a big bag of blood. And the Farang are a swarm of mosquitoes. And it is better in the mind of the tower to slice open the bag of blood and let all the blood spill out and starve the mosquitoes than it is to just let the mosquitoes fatten on blood and become strong and breed more mosquitoes. So basically what they're doing is just like they want to kill the city before it can feed the Farang because it'll become a singular horrific ziggurat of gold and destruction. It's going to be a bad time. I promise you, if this one fills out, then the Farang become like a worldly power and can like they can be taken seriously. If the Armada wins, then the Farang here will either flee or starve, and then maybe they'll try to come back later, or maybe the Silver faction will take over. Something will happen, but for now, this is very dangerous. They got to do this. So the Armada needs to find the Devil's Vault, get the key, break open the safe house, get the Immortals, sacrifice them, and then this is their plan: bust up the city, awaken the Great Mount, kill the city, and then they're good. We're safe. And then we'll go to heaven and work out the rest. So Tulpa is a silver faction Farang. His faction went to war with the gold faction. And now he and them are in another world. And they feel he hates them. But he wants to keep an eye on them. And he also knows he has no power. So he needs friends, right? He needs a beacon. He needs another way. And I think he wants heaven. And I think that's the last thing that happens, right? Is that like Tulpa gains access to heaven. Because right, heaven and the fountain. And that's their jam. Okay. So what will Tulpa do to get there? What does he have to offer Berg? Like answers? What does Berg want? Berg wants to not feel bad all the time, basically. And I think a really good way to not feel bad all the time is like control of your own destiny. And like peace, right? Peace through like not being told what to do. How can the Tulpa offer that? Yeah, freedom and peace. I don't know. Maybe this isn't a front. Maybe this isn't like a thing that happens on its own. Yeah, I'm going to leave this because I know what the end goal is, and maybe we come back to it. The opposite of this is Ramos. Now, I need to make Ramos really sick. We need to show Ramos, like, each of these should happen maybe like once a session. So I'll try to check these off as we go. So the first sign, I guess the end sign here is that Ramos's body is no longer capable of self-sustaining and dissolves into the ether, right? And this, I need to make this clear that Ramos, you are getting, it's bad. I think we want to do like narrative, a mix of like narrative and things. So the first narrative, the first one's going to be narrative, and then the second two will be narrative and mechanical. But it's hard because like stuff like exhaustion really sucks when you can't cure it. But also he chose this like tens of episodes ago. An ear falls off. Yeah. Every long rest, you regain your HP. Your max HP decreases. Death Crow style. Yeah. Yeah, decreasing your max HP. I kind of like that. Negative temporary hit points. So what is his like total? Give me a second here. What is his total hit points? Where are you? I just don't want to accidentally show you something you shouldn't see because I have Yoji secrets. I have Yoji secrets, friends, and I don't want to show them to you. Okay, Sully Hafasunu, you're dead. Get out of here, Sully. We need Ramos. So Ramos Krill, let's see. It needs to feel like he's disconnecting from the world, right? So it's the rejection of the fountain. It's like you don't belong here. You are dying. And you're dying like soul-wise. You're like your shit is disintegrating. Your realness ceases to function. So okay, he's currently got 68 hit points. Okay, I've got some ideas. So let's talk about that. So first of all, this is my old friend sheet. Here we go. Okay, so first of all, you wake up one morning. Or basically, like, you lose your alignment, right? Your soul and your body no longer remembers its destiny. Your alignment is now null. You have none. It's blank. Okay. Also, small stuff a la the Lawbreaker trait. Glass fogs at your touch. Food goes bad. Animals mistrust and avoid you. Right? Is null different than void? He just doesn't have one. Yeah. Void is an alignment. It's a real, actual alignment. It's just like, yeah, like you're just coming apart. It's not the Mara, because the Mara are, remember, we've talked about this, right? There's like Heaven, Hervern, and then way over here, there's the Mara, and they are opposed to each other, right? They both exist in a state of opposition. But then there's like the Farang and other stuff. So like outside of that would be like Ramos. He's over here because he's not part of that struggle anymore. He's not part of that dialectic. So he's not, there's no Mara because, and the Mara don't care about Ramos because he's not attached to the wheel of reincarnation anymore. Okay. So this will happen today. I'm going to tell him like, just go ahead and change your alignment to nothing. Just delete it. He does still have magic for now. At the next one, your body begins to become weakened. Your attachment to existence flagging. This means you lose 10 HP from your max. And each time you wake from a long rest, make a DC 10 con save or take a level of exhaustion. There we go. Easy save, hard penalty. So he's slowly just like losing his connection to reality. Shit is becoming gray and weak. And every day he wakes up, you got to make that save or you just didn't sleep well. And then, so this last one is the fountain has become distant. Her waters thin. When you cast a spell, make a DC 10 plus the level of the spell. Wisdom save. Or the spell cannot be cast and the slot is lost. That's what you get. It's bad and I want you to fix it. So this is the idea where you're like, ha! What? No! But again, the save is low. It's his best save, but this is going to be really fun. Yeah. Okay, so that's how that goes. I want him to have to fix it. And he's got like a full session today to look into it. He's got the next session, the third section. And I actually don't want him to die here, but like, let's say, because I want this one to last longer, right? So let's say like, maybe this is another narrative one. To the fountain and the world is a distant memory. You move through it like a ghost. People forgetting your name and treating you as though you were not here at all. And then this can be phase 1. Okay, we'll call this Ramos is disintegrating phase 1. We can break this down. So if we get 4 sessions in and this is where he's at, then we can move into phase 2. I think phase 2 or phase 3 results in him dying. Like I do want this to be Ramos goes away, right? This needs to be that serious for Ramos. So he needs to get on this. I've given him 25 episodes plus to like fuck around, but now it gets serious. And remember, these are different, right? This, you lose 10 HP, and then this is a separate thing. It's not like you lose 10 HP every day. Yeah, now we're going to fuck him up. Okay, So that is the jam. We'll do in our next prep. We'll do phase 2. This phase will last a while. He becomes a living ghost, and he realizes that maybe it is nice to have a soul after all. Can we talk about trust in RPGs? And I don't mean player trust at all. I don't mean that. Because player trust is important, obviously, and it's stuff that we want to talk about and deal with. But I'm talking about characters trusting NPCs. Because what's fun is when you say something as an NPC, and the players are just like, of course, why would this NPC ever lie to me? Or why would this not be true? What made me think about this is everybody is so sure that Ramos has this key that'll get him into heaven. But where did that key come from? And where did that person get that key from? Right? I'm just saying, like, maybe you shouldn't fucking trust everything every NPC tells you. Just saying. Okay, so these are my fronts. I am ready to close out the arc. We're gonna get our big finale one way or another, and then we'll go from there. There's some other stuff going on. We've got some loose threads with Mod, and we'll tie those up. Yeah. Okay. So what I do need to talk about, though, is like the Devil's Vault itself. So what is it? What is the Devil's Vault? And why do we care? So what do we know about the Devil's Vault so far? We know it resides somewhere in the lower city. It is a temple to the devil, as well as a vault containing earthly riches, treasure, artifacts, cool stuff. Okay, so it's a temple as well as a vault. It's somewhere in the lower city. We know it is protected by a clan or tribe of orcs, some of whom also venerate an entity they call the Destructor, a bodhisattva, which I can never fucking spell, bodhisattva of the tower, and a saint of bloodshed and chaos. It's Berg. Okay. And then what else do we know about it? It contains I called it like the Pearl, Key of Pearl, I think. A secret, it's not really secret, a way to open the impenetrable barrier that protects the immortals in their sanctum. It contains wealth, riches, secrets, and other desires. We'll talk about that in a second. Hidden away here. When I say a bodhisattva of the tower, this is just like a stand-in for saint. Heaven hasn't anointed him or anything. No. It's just a word that a monk might use to describe him. It's not like official. Yeah, I would make that happen. Okay, so that would happen on screen. So that's that. Let's read about the devil. Let's shout at the devil here. So the devil in the tarot. The devil in the tarot is about a focus on the material, about ignorance, about hopelessness, right? Foreseeing bleakness, squirreling away, being tied to the world, worldliness, right? Making promises with earthly powers. We've portrayed the devil in the context as accumulating dharma, right? The devil is when you realize you've got all of your things clustered around you before the tower slaps them out of your hand, right? That's the purpose of the devil. It's an adversarial role to the other arcana, but fills its role on it is intentional. It's meant to be set apart. So what would a vault controlled by the devil, what would it look like by the devil's arcana? What would the devil's temple be? It would be a place where you would go to hide the things you are unwilling to let go of, right? So it's sort of a bank. Yeah. I don't know that it's like hedonism. I think it's like we will hide the things you are unwilling to let go of. That you, while you are out there being like obsequious to the gods, we have your secrets. We hold on to what you can't let go of. Right? So same like the immortals. It's like a thing that they keep. So it's literal and metaphorical. An orphanage of bastards. Oh my God. Saint Guard. That's so good. Oh, that's so good. So everyone that works there or that lives there, all of its like monks and priests are like bastards and people who are forgotten by society. Oh, I love that. So it's tended by the forgotten or the hidden away. Mistresses and forbidden lovers, bastard children, apostates, and the like, exiles, etc. People who are forgotten or someone wants to forget. Yeah. Okay, rad. That's really good. That's a super good call. I like it. So yeah, I imagine probably like tieflings, half orc. That's why the orcs like are there, because the orcs want them. And this is definitely where they're going to run into mod, right? Mod is something, the metaphor here, right? The metaphor is a place, right? It's like where things we cannot let go live. That's bad grammar. A home for things that cannot be let go. Something like that. You know what I mean? The idea here is that, like, if you can't let go of it, you can put it in the devil's vault, and the devil will be like, we'll take care of it for you, but you owe us, right? And when you're ready to let go, eventually the it's not about not wanting a thing. It's not the unwanted children. It's, I love you, but I shouldn't. It's, the safe thing to do would be to let you go, but I can't. So of course Maud is here. Of course she comes here. Yeah, right. You leave a child there because you can't admit that they were born, because it will ruin your life. Yeah. I like it. That's good stuff. Okay. So I guess, what do we need to know about this? Like, I'm wondering, I don't feel like, I was wondering if this should be a dungeon, like if they're going to try to break in, but I think it's more like divine metaphor. Like, I feel like it's not a literal place. It's probably like a magical place where, because the devil kind of built it. It's a place where you go and you walk in, and then you are shown the things you cannot let go of, and then you can like retrieve them. Yeah. So it's going to be hard for the players because they're going to have to find a way to trick the Vault's guardian into thinking they're one of the immortals. Yes. Okay, cool. So it's not literal. It's like a portal into a realm of desiring. It's like the fucking the Mirror of Erised, right? Yeah. Okay. So not literally a vault exactly, but a portal into a realm of desire where the devil's advocates, where the devil's clergy can hide away the things you love most but cannot speak of. Oh, that's so cool. I really like that. It's super magical. So it can conjure, teleport, etc. Items that we might otherwise not have access to. It's part illusion, part real, all bad idea. So I'm just going to get to ask the players, like, what do you want most? What is your secret forgotten thing? And it doesn't allow them to just have it, but it does allow them to, like, it might allow them to view it. It might give them insight. And this will be fun for us to ask them, like, what do you see in the mirror? And it's a fun question and lets them kind of like work that out. Okay, so to get the Key of Pearls, the players have to trick the Guardian. I need a name for this thing. Something, yeah. Into thinking they're one of the immortals. And then conjure forth the key from the vault. That's how they're going to get it. Okay, so, like, what is in the way? Literal guardians. Celestial lions. Priests. Monks. Etc., right? Figurative guardians. The puzzle aspect of it. Their own desires getting in the way. Etc., metaphorical shit. Yeah, better judgment. Oh, the advocate. I really like that. That's cool. Yeah, because he's the devil's advocate, right? An angelic entity who serves as the caretaker of the vault. Into thinking they're one of the immortals. Or bargaining with them. I think this is just one of the options, but bypass the advocate, then conjure forth the key. Maybe they do this by tricking it into thinking they're immortals. Maybe they bargain with it. Maybe they try to kill the thing. Whatever. Yeah, we'll figure out what it is later. Because it would be worth having stats. Can they kill their way through the advocate? Yes, of course. No, they totally can. The gods of this world are vulnerable when they're in the earth. So they'll kill it, it'll disperse, and it'll return to the devil's court, to the Arcana, where it'll be reborn in the fountain, and it'll come back. So yeah, I want it to be like a big scary thing. And we can look at Mordenkainen's. There's probably some good shit in there. Someone suggested a Marut. Yeah. I mean, this is a great opportunity, if the players enter as themselves, for me to ask them, what do you desire most? You see that thing. So let's try to guess. So I can have some idea. Because if I can guess, then I might be able to be prepared, at least, if they ask to see these things, or if they want them. So, Ramos, Berg, Kalimat, and Yoji. Okay, so I guess it's not what do they desire most. It's like, what is your hidden desire, right? What can you never let go of? So Ramos might ask about his soul, right? What can you never let go of? His own life. He might ask about like riches and wealth, but he might also flip on me and be like, Berg, his friends, right? So I think I will get them to set the scene. I will say, like, you enter the chamber, and before you, emerging from the gray mists of the Devil's Vault, you see the thing that is your true hidden desire, right? We see before you the one thing you can never let go of. What is that? And then I'll get them to describe it, and then I'll, like, help them narrate out the scene, and then they'll probably get advantage or they'll get inspiration, then we'll move on. So that's Ramos. Berg might be Azure Vortex or love or companionship. Might be my friends, Kali, Ramos. Might be the dead. All those lost. It might be freedom. In which case, I'll probably show him like a grave. It might be Tulpa. It may be, yeah, something like that. Like, what is it? What is the one thing you can't let go of? What will you never give up? And we'll see what that looks like. And whatever he picks, we'll show him. Yeah. Freedom, and this is either like literal or metaphorical, as in like from suffering. Okay. Kalimat might want forgiveness. He might want fame. He will probably want like family, other Dragonborn. This is also a really good way for me to like hook in another thing, right? So, okay. And then for Yoji, I have some ideas, but I don't want to talk about them. Because JP is really enjoying keeping all this stuff a secret from you. So I'm gonna leave that in secret. So I think these are in order of like least difficult to most difficult in terms of like what I'll show them. I have some thoughts about this stuff. Okay. All right. So this is what they could see. I think this is better than making it a dungeon. But we might need some people for them to fight in case they want to fight their way in. I guess we should also talk about the clan of orcs. So I think I actually wrote down ages ago. I think I wrote down a couple of things about orcs. Brilliant Corona of Gold. Like I had some names of some people. But maybe not. I can always just look up more orcs. Awaken Marabavati, blow up the city. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any. Ah, here we go. Orc myth, the Destructor. So the Destructor is the reincarnation. Let's talk about this. So the Orc clan, the Red Hand. It seems so silly, but I mean, it's pretty all right. The Red Hand. I know it makes them sound like a ninja clan. Maybe I'll think of a better name for them. So a clan of orcs who, upon being freed from their masters in the chaos of the city, merged with another tribe and who follow the disciplines of the Destructor. An orcish saint figure. I guess it's like mytho-poetic figure. Mythopoeic figure? Yeah. An orcish mythopoeic figure of destruction and emancipation. The Destructor is a reincarnating figure born into each generation who will supposedly lead orcs into freedom and out of enslavement. In the past, incarnations of the Destructor have been heroes in times of like chaos or war. They think that they think that Berg is him. They believe that Berg is the current incarnation of this entity. Maybe he is. Like we don't know, right? So he could very well be. As a result, they seek to test him, to draw out his power, and then ultimately to force him to lead them into glory. He may not want this, but they're like, too bad. So they want to test him, basically. If they get a hold of him, they're gonna like try to kidnap him. So they do this. I guess we can make a thing. The players are gonna run right into them, but basically like they demand this. They don't ask. This is his destiny and theirs, even if he doesn't realize it. And he will be made to understand. Yeah. Okay. That's right. All hail the destructor. Ever suffering for us. Yeah, so they're gonna fight. And it doesn't help that he has a red hand, right? So that's completely the thing. The destructor will be known. Let's see. The destructor is known by many signs. Among them, his red hand, sigil of bloodshed and strength. Okay, all right. So heavy metal Jesus, they're going to be like, you're our Messiah. And Berg's going to be like, I'm nobody's Messiah. And they're going to be like, yes, you are. Come with us. And they're going to throw him in the pit, and he's going to have to fight their champion. What's a good 1v1 thing that we could make him fight? Like a Tanaruk, maybe? Like a super orc? Okay, let's talk about some stuff with the red hand. I kind of know what'll happen if they run into him. You could an eighth level barbarian can 1v1 the shit out of an orc, no problem. Like real easy. Tanaruk's pretty beef. Yeah, I'm into it. Okay, so let's take a look at what I need. So monsters, what do I need? So I need stat blocks for I need the current chief, the Red Hand Chieftain, clan leader. I don't like chief as a name. I want like a better title. Sword god, like something like that. Like it needs to be like a Khan. Yeah, we've established the kind of Khanate like Mongolian stuff for hobgoblins. Hobgoblins and their human allies in the north. So yeah, warlord or something. I don't know. The red hand leader. I need a cool orc name for this guy. Give me a second to pop open my. Let's see, orc name generator, because I know that's what Berg's been pulling from. So. Zilge. Target is pretty good. Target, yeah, it's pretty. Urag is good. Sounds like something you'd chant. Urag, Urag, Urag. Yeah, I like Urag. The red hand leader, Urag. We also need the advocate. The avocado. So the advocate. We need. I think I'll just use war priests and cultists for like the general. So like priests and sundry, which I already have. And then I think an encounter with Pravat and Mod. So, okay, Pravat is a simple rogue. Born to a human mother and an absent father. He grew up beautiful and clever, but ultimately hated for his strange appearance. He has long, graceful ears, the white skin of a living ghost, and an odd talent for language. So, as a result, he lives a life on the road, ever seeking meaning. He was, for a time, a hired killer who, with the aid of his magic knife and the secret dreams of a slumbering serpent, killed many important men for money. He came to the city to do the same when he was captured by the Aharisa. He was freed from their prison by a young girl who he befriended. And in the chaos, all he wants is his goddamn knife back and to get out of here. There we go. Okay. So that's the jam for this dude. An encounter with Pravat and Maud. So he wants to get out of here. So I think the slumbering serpent is guiding him using Maud and her karma to track the knife. And at some inopportune moment, he appears before Kalimat to demand its return. Okay, so that'll be fun. So we need him. I think he's just an assassin. Maybe we'll give him some other special powers. So like suggestion or something. Make him give him some Yuan Ti powers to reflect his slumbering serpent shit. So I need Pravat. Half elven. Okay. Good stuff. I think that's that. Let's go over to Roll20 and set up some stuff. Okay, so I need to, in Stranger Stars, I need to go add. I guess I can just drag them and then sort them. Okay, so priests and what have you. I don't know where they're gonna fight them, so I will definitely have to like grab up something good to drop them in, like map wise, because I can't pick where they're gonna fight, but I do want to make sure I have them in my list. So let's do a search, because there's some cool new cultists, right? So cultists of Asmodeus, Atropos, Beelzebub, Balor, Baphomet, Borum, Demogorgon, Dispater, Fierna, Fraz or Blue. Look at all these cultists. Goristro. Okay, so I'll just work through them and see which ones kind of fit with my idea. Oh my god, there's so many. So what's a good like demon that kind of fits with our idea of the devil? Yeah, they're all unique. I think they all have the same CR. I think they're all like CR 1/8. Demands of Nessus. Cultists can choose an ally and drain their hit points. Okay, so that's whatever. Atropos. Gaze of Corruption. DC 8, same throw, take necrotic damage and be poisoned. I don't think so. Beelzebub gives advantage to allies. It's not so bad. Balor, fire, irrelevant. Baphomet, Psychic Link, Incite the Hunters. I'm looking for these I'm looking for these stat wise, not like I don't care about the fluff at all. I'm just looking for what abilities they have. Oh, grasping hands, promise of wealth. Okay, Mammon's the one. As a bonus action, the cultist makes a dexterity check contested by the wisdom. Yada yada yada. One item magically teleports to its hand. Oh, that's fucking awesome. The devil's cultist can literally just steal your shit. Oh, that's so good. Okay, great. Yeah. Cultists of Mammon are perfect. Okay, so these guys, I will rename them. So these are devil cultists. Devil acolytes. Devil cultists. I think a cult is fine. And then we will edit their actual sheet. Devil cultist. Bonus action, the cultist. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we got devil cultist now. And then I need... And these guys are just little. They're like nobodies. So I can use like war priest, and I can use all those other... Yeah, I can use the regular like spell casters, which I have, I think, in my archive here. Okay. I also need... Let's look at a Tanaruk. I need like a big scary orc for Berg to 1v1. So a Tanaruk is 95 hit points, really low AC, resistance to magic, which won't matter to Berg. In response to being hit with a melee weapon, he can make one melee weapon attack. Oh my god, that's pretty good. CR5. Berg's got more attack. He gets 2 attacks, right? Greatsword and bite. And then he gets a free attack when Berg attacks him. In response to being hit, every time he gets hit, he gets a free shot back. So they're gonna bang away at each other. And it's his reaction, so he gets one per turn. And yeah, Berg would win if he raged. So I can always buff this dude. Right? So why don't we make this guy a barbarian too? Why don't we give him rage? So why don't we go like this? Let's edit this guy's character sheet. I think I already have Tanaruk somewhere in here. Yeah, I do. So let's delete that item. And I'll drag it back in. Tanaruk. There he is. Okay, so let's rename him. What did we say his name was? Ugur. His name is Urag. All right. Urag of the Red Hand. Okay. I'm going to give him some actual armor. And I'm going to mess with his stuff. So, Urag of the Red Hand. Oh. Slow fight is fine. Yep. I'm gonna bump his AC up to 16. Natural armor plus I think scale armor, something like that. Basically, I think scale is 16. It doesn't super matter, but he's wearing armor. AC 14 plus like 2 for his natural. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. How many hit points does old Bergie Berg have? Borg. 71 total. Okay. So he's already outclassing Berg in hit points. Urag has a couple of his other abilities, and I think I want to give him Berserker Rage. Yeah, we'll bump his dex up to 14. Again, this is not being like created for use for anyone else. I just need to fill in some numbers. And then let's edit him. Can I give him another? Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to copy off your character sheet, Berg. Just cheating. So Berserker Rage is... How did Berg orient this? Oh, just rage. He just didn't. There we go. On your turn, a bunch of shit happens. Okay. He's not actually a barbarian. I'm just stealing the barbarian ability, Berserker Rage, from him. And he doesn't get the extra attack. No, he just gets Unbridled Fury instead. +7 to hit. He does less damage than Berg, I think, overall. I think it'll be a good fight. And if Berg starts to lose, that's up to him. Okay, good. Urag of the Red Hand. Cool. Good. So that's a fun little thing. A barbarian. He's not a barbarian. No, he just has like an extra thing. So yeah, I actually want it to be a harder fight than Berg is used to, because I would like Berg to be pushed into trying alternate solutions, like conjuring his flame arm or whatever. It's possible he might not end up fighting him. I guess what I need is I need an arena. We need an orcish arena. Let's see if there's any good arena maps. Arena. Yeah, I need like a Dark Sun, like Conan looking. Is there underground arenas? Is this running pits? Maybe that one? I'll take a closer look at this one in a second. Arena ring, that might be good. Pit arena, upper floor. Look at all these coliseums. It's like pit fighting is a thing that people do in tabletop RPGs. I think one of these will be fine. Let's take a look at this big guy. And that's too outside. I'm gonna use this big circly one. An ancient arena repurposed for orcs. Okay, and then I want to set the background. Here we go. It's transparent. Put this on the map layer. Bloop. And we're good. Okay. So this gives us an arena. They're not going to move around a lot because they're just fucking sluggers, but it's like 60 by 70. Yeah. Okay, great. So there is the arena. Okay, great. So that's good for that. And I have a stat for him. And then I'll just pull random orcs if it turns into a brawl. Like if they do something bad and I need a bunch of orcs to back them up, we'll do that. We'll do that too. Okay, and now I need the advocate and I need Pravat. So I need like a rogue or an assassin. I need a monster that's like a master rogue or something. Master thief? What CR is this guy? Master thief. 84 hit points. Basically, he's just a thief. That might work. Master thief might work, yeah. So, Ecstasy, the logic isn't messed up. If you are our destined hero, you will not die. If you die, you are not the destructor, right? It's to prove. It's to be like, will you kill Urag? And if you do, you must be the chosen one. That's totally how this shit works. It's a witch trial, but they believe him to be the Messiah, but you can't, they're orcs. You don't get anything for free. You have to suffer. So you have to kill. I think I'm just going to I'm going to use Master Thief. This seems like a good step. Spider Thief. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so this Master Thief, his name is, plus it'll be cool. Okay, so his character sheet, this is Pravat, half elven. I feel like I need a new token for him too, so we'll find like a cloaked figure. Wait, why didn't my master... No, not Pravan. Right, because I already had Master Thief. Let's drag him back to the top so I can use him again. Okay, so there's Pravat. Master Thief. He is a half-elf in studded leather. He doesn't have his magic stuff. He's just got his shitty crap, like usual. Okay. All right, great. Master Chief. Yep. And then I'll change his name here. In case we need to fight him, in case he needs stats. Now I have him on the list. There's Pravat. Let me see if I need a new, if I can find a good, like, half-elf portrait. Can we get stats for the beast under the city? No. Motherfucker's an earthquake. A series of very powerful, terrifying earthquakes. Ooh. Handsome. That one's not too bad. Snow Wizard. Cool. This art is from the Roll20 marketplace, like literally the entire marketplace. So finding tokens for stuff can be a little tricky. Or like time consuming. Here we go. Here's some more cool stuff. What do we got? These are all bards. These are ladies. Pravat's a dude. Yeah, okay. I think we'll just go with that one. Pravat. Blap. There we go. And then this will be HP, NPC, AC. No, this is NPC. This is NPC. Oh, no, yeah, that was right. I got that right. That's how I normally do it, right? Or do I switch them? Let me take a look. Red is HP in this game. Okay. Green is NPC AC. And then blue is a stand-in. We can just use it for whatever. Okay, that's how we do it. Beep. Okay. Did I not? Oh, because he doesn't have total. There we go. All right, cool. So there's my guy. There's Pravat. Let's open his character sheet and make sure it uses this token by default in case I need to drop him in later. I think I can just drag straight from my search. I don't need it. It's fine. We're good. Okay. All right. So there's Pravat. That's done. And then... and then I need... Oh, yeah, that's right. The Marut, or like the Advocate, right? So... Someone suggested a Marut. I could also look up like Mammon and see if there's any like cool super demons. I want a demon that isn't like a gross, drippy idiot though. Bandit, Captain of Mammon, Bandit of Mammon, Cult Fanatic, Cultist. So these are all great for me. Archdevil. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is actually Mammon. This is like Mammon himself. This would be like an avatar of the devil. Oh, fuck. That would be awesome if they had to fight. This, I mean, look, it's obviously way too powerful for them. It's a massive CR, like CR 25 innate spell casting. This would annihilate them. But if they ever go to heaven and they pick a fight with the devil, I will destroy them. And I will use this to destroy them. So, Mammon's Lair... Infernal Cambion, a Mammon, Spy, Thug. Okay. I don't want to use another Cambion, so. Because this isn't about charming. So yeah, like this Cambion has specific, like, wealth-related That's quite cool, and has grasping hands. Okay, so let's look at other celestial entities. What is a Marut? Wow, that's stupid looking. Enforce contracts forged in the Hall of Concordance. Okay, that's pretty cool. Immutable form. It can plane shift at will. 3 legendary resistances. Unerring Slam, Blazing Edict, Justify. This I don't need to teleport them to the Hall of Concordance in Sigil or Sigil or whatever. But let's maybe use its stats. Titivolus. Let me see about a titty virus. Titivlus. Oh, this is like a dude. This is like an archdevil. This guy's probably way too serious. CR 16. Woof. What is the Marut? Oh, the Marut's fucking CR 25. These are way too strong, both these things. But I guess I don't want them to fight it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just go with the Marut. I don't care if it's CR 25. Don't pick a fight with this thing. I don't care. Never mind. We're not playing that game anymore. Let me take a look and see if there's any other shit I need to know about this guy. Nigh unstoppable, inevitable, enforces contracts, whatever. I don't care about that fluff. Immutable form, magic resistant, legendary resistant, unerring slam, blazing edict, 45 radiant damage. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. If they want to fight it, tough nuts to them. Tough nuts, PCs. Tough fucking nuts. Don't do it. He will slam your shit. Okay, so this is the advocate. I need like a different I need a different token for him. And I need to change his character sheet. Okay, the advocate, and then I'm going to delete this justify ability. And then just change the name. Don't pick a fight with the avocado. No, I mean, he's a defender, right? So if they attack, I'm going to hit them both with unerring slam and then stop and be like, okay, what do you want to do? You both took 60 force damage. Now what? He broke your neck. You were brought back from the dead by Ramos. Now what are you going to do? He's still in the way. So this entity is literally just like, cool, 2 of you get punched for 60 damage. Now what? And he's not going to chase them or like try to kill them. He just goes back into standing in place. So now I need like a statue or something. Because I think he would take the form of a statue. He's a bouncer, exactly. All right, let's look through. Let's look through my options here. Statue. Oh, he's a cute little cherub from the internet. The Eidolon got added and the Planetar are both good-looking tokens. Okay. Let's see. These are all going to probably be, like, broken. Yeah, these are, like, stuff you would put in a map. So, yeah, let's look. Let's look at those two. Someone suggested... I know this token. Where'd it go? Where are you? Perfect. That's clever. This actually might be a good... This is CR12. This might be a good one, actually. This might work better from a stat perspective. Can move through other creatures. It has resistance on saving throws, and it causes divine dread. But can it attack? What does it do? Uses the sacred statue. What's a sacred statue? Oh, this is the spirit that animates the statue. Okay. That's kind of fun. Ghostly inhabitant. When it's motionless, it's just a statue. It's just an object. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it an eidolon and a sacred statue. Okay. The Marid is cool, but I think it might be overkill. Let's do one of those. And where's my sacred statue? There it is. Neat. Huge horned statue. Cool. All right. Hoorah, could get in there. Devil cultists. Sort. Okay. I think that's good. If the players were to fight Hazan, do I have an idea for his stats? You can't, he's a demigod, right? He can't be harmed by normal weapons. Like, it's not about fighting Hazan. He's like one of the Sahir. Like, he's just so super powerful. If he wanted to kill the PCs, he would just snap his fingers and they'd all die. Okay. I mean, this Eidolon guards it, but if you kill him, you can't just bust into the vault, right? Like, there are still protections. There's a seal on the door. So even if they fight and kill the sacred statue, which they could, the door is locked. They can't just get in. Yeah, they could kill it, and then they'll be like, well, what are we going to do? Great. We killed the guy. Yeah, it's physically impossible to kill Hazan. He is outside the wheel. He serves the tower directly, etc. What level would they have to be to fight him? The game stops before you could be a level where you would be able to fight him. Also, he doesn't want to fight them, right? Like, it's not unfair because he has no purpose other than serving the towers. If they really wanted to be like, fuck you, Hazan, you're going to have to kill us to get what you want, I would just be like, okay, you die. You did this. I would let the PCs goad him into killing them, but I would warn them first. He is too powerful for them to fuck with. That's just sort of how it goes. I think it's okay to have entities like that. Cool. Am I done? I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I'm ready. I think we're ready because I have all the stats that I need. I don't have any maps, but I can figure that out. I think these fights are very much like theater of the mind typey fights anyway. So, yeah. Cool. Cool. All right. So we're going to go live with the new episode very soon. I think like a couple hours. Yeah, that's right. I have my arena. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, definitely come on back. Episode 75 of Court of Swords. And we'll see how all this plays out. I'm excited about it, but I have no idea. You mean you add PCs to the mix and God knows what's going to happen. As we get closer to the end of this arc, I'll probably do more of these behind the scenes streams just to kind of like build up some plans for looking forward. I'm not ready to look to the next thing yet, but I'm going to start planting some seeds about what the next arc might be. And then as the players pick up those seeds, we will carry on. As usual, the players have an opportunity to resolve things that are their goals, which we'll review at the beginning, but I've given them an opportunity. We'll see if they follow up on that opportunity. God knows that it's a crapshoot one way or another. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you for Court of Swords live in just a little while. And then next time right here. Bye, everybody. See you next time.